Hey guys, welcome back to Brudders Art Club. I'm Mr. Derek, children's book illustrator, and today we get to learn how to draw a neighborhood.
Hey, before we start, I always want to give you guys a preview of what our drawing is going to turn out like at the very end. This one is a lot of fun. We get to learn how to draw a neighborhood, and we have a lot of open opportunities to add some really cool things with your imagination. Now, this is a great learning lesson as we go back into school and we learn about cities and neighborhoods, and this is a great way to be creative and have a lot of fun doing it. As always, I'm always going to start with the pencil. We're going to sketch out our houses and our street, and then at the very end, I'm going to color mine with some colored markers, but you guys can use whatever you have at home. So I am going to start my first line. Again, this is where all the houses are going to, sit on about midway through our paper. So I'm going to just sit here and kind of sketch a nice line going from left to right, or you can do it from right to left. All right, perfect. So we are going to start on our first little house. We're going to add 3. So I'm going to start on the left, do one here, have a good one in the middle, and then we'll have one on the right. So over to our left, I'm going to start with a nice box shape. So we're going to draw a little first line just going vertical. So let's start with that. And then I'm actually going to do the other wall of our house here. So this house is actually going to be looking right at us, like at the front of the house. And then I'm going to draw an easy roof. So this is going to be an A-frame roof. So I'm going to start a little bit past our line because I want our roof to hang off the edge. I'm going to go straight up, kind of right in the middle of these two. And then I'm going to come back down to the other side. All right, and then let's add a little bit more to our roof so it doesn't look like just a line. So I'm just going to add that same shape and draw it just a little bit thicker. So I'm just going around and connecting to the other side. And then since we're working on the roof, let's add in a chimney. And those are really easy. You can do it on the left side or the right. It's just a little rectangle shape right behind our roof here. And then I want to add in a door. So I'm going to add my door to the left side because I'm going to leave some room on the right for a window. So I'm going to do my door shape about this tall. And again, this is just a rectangle shape. And then let's give it a little doorknob. So I'm going to do a little circle shape here. So whoever's living there can at least open the door. And then I'm going to just do one window on the right. So I'm going to do my window about the same height as my door. And this is more of a square shape here. So you can just draw a nice square shape. And I want to add in some windows. So let's just draw a cross right in the middle. Now we have 4 nice windows. Now this is a good start for a simple house. You guys can always add more later, but we're going to keep moving on. And now we're going to do kind of a taller house, or this could even be an apartment building. So this is going to be really fun to do. So I'm going to leave a little bit space in between our building structures, and we're going to do our first wall. And this one's going to be twice as big. So we're going to go about the height of my roof here. So I'll start there. So I have a nice size wall. And then I'm going to make my other wall just so I know how big the structure is. And we're going to move it about over here. So I'm going to add in a lot of windows. And then this roof, we'll do something a little different. We'll almost like we're seeing it from the side. So I'm going to go just past my line, just like how we did here, and do it straight across past your other line. So this is the bottom of our roof. And then let's finish our roof off. So we're going to go up in an angle from here. And then I'm going to do the angle going in the other direction here. And then let's go ahead and attach those 2 lines together. All right. And then let's add in another chimney. Let's do something a little different though. So we'll put one still on the left. I'll do a nice line going up. And then I'll do another line next to that going up. This is the thickness of our chimney. And then we'll give it like a little lip. So we'll go out, up, over, down, and back. So it almost looks like a big letter T. And if you wanted to, you could even go all the way across there And you can really see like the lip of your chimney. All right, so I want to come back and start on the door first, and we're going to do our door right in the middle of our building. So we're going to start with just a nice rectangle shape. I'm going to make sure I have enough room on each side for our windows, and my door is going to be just as tall as this door. So whatever one you made before, you can make it the same height as well. So I'm going to do a nice rectangle shape. And before I put a doorknob in, I actually want to make it look like the door is open. You know, like somebody's actually living in there and they just opened the door. And I always had fun doing that. So I'm going to show you how real quick. From your right corner, you're just going to take your line and move it in just a little bit down to the left. And then you're going to go straight down to the bottom. And then we can go ahead and add in our round doorknob. And then you guys can just color this part in with your pencils, or you can color this later with some markers or crayons. And now it looks like the door's open, like somebody's home. All right, and then let's add in some windows. So I'm gonna do just square windows. So the top of my window, I'm gonna start on the right, will be as tall as the door. I'm gonna do just a nice square shape. So you guys can just do that. And then I'm gonna do the same window this time. So I'm gonna do just across, right in the middle. I'm going to do the same thing now on this side. All right, and then I'm going to move up and do one up here. So another square. And then I'm going to make it look like the window's open this time, just to do something a little different. So let's go ahead and finish our square. And then now I'm going to do a line right down the middle. And then one line over here going to the right. And then you can actually do the same thing you did for your door. You can just shade that in so it looks like you have an open window. And then I'll add in one more window here, and I'll leave that up to you. You guys can just do the same thing that we've done or another open window. That's totally up to you. All right. And then let's do one more house. So we'll make it just a little bit different, almost like a little bit of a mix of each of these. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap because I want to have some nice plants and trees in there next. And we'll do, another little house. So we'll do our wall. So I'll do my wall just about this high. And then this one, I'm going to make it a little bit longer and do one over here. So this is both walls to our home. And now I'm going to add in the roof. So again, I'm always going to start just outside of that line because we want our roof to kind of hang off the edge. And one's going to go straight across. And then we're going to do the same roof like we did here, but a little bit taller. So we're going to come up a little bit more like this. And then the same thing on this side. A bit of an angle. And then go ahead and finish those lines connecting together here. All right, and then let's add in one more chimney. Okay, and then let's do a different door this time. We've done some square doors. I'm gonna do more of a round door. So I am gonna start in the middle. My part of my door going up will be straight. So we are gonna do that. And then I'll do one on the other side just to see how thick our doors are. But on the top, I'm going to just round that off. Almost like just like a half circle shape. So we have more of a round door. I think that would be kind of cool. And then you can put a doorknob on either side. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And now for these windows, I will still make them a square so we can add the square in. But I will do the windows a little bit different. So let's do just a line down the middle. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. All right, so you have our three houses, and this is great. And you can always go back later and add some more details to your windows or your roof, but we're gonna keep moving on. And so I wanna add in some plants. I wanna add in some bushes and some trees. So let's start on some bushes first. So in between our two houses here, I'm gonna just draw these little nice, almost looks like cloud shapes, little round shapes for a bush in between that house. And then I'm gonna do that same thing on this side. How about let's put one over here, kind of halfway behind this house. And then I'm gonna do one little one over here, kind of on its own. All right, and then let's add some trees. I think trees would be great to put in our neighborhood. So I'll start with the right side. From our bush, we can do just a simple tree. So I'm gonna do one line going down. I'm gonna stop right at our bush so it looks like our tree's behind our bush. And then I'm gonna have one tree limb going off this way, and then another going off in that direction. So that's our tree trunk, very simple. And then you guys can do a nice simple tree shape going all the way around that and behind the house. So we got one tree. So let's try that again. Let's do a little tree here. So I'm going to do just one line coming down for a tree trunk. And then I'll do just a little tree right behind this home here. And then I'll do one more tree over here. So I'm going to do a line coming straight down. I have one tree limb going out this way, and then another one coming up, do a little different. And another way you can do a tree without always doing these little squiggly lines, you could do simple shapes. So we can do almost like a peanut shape, just big round shapes coming in with one another. So you can do a simple tree shape like that too. And it's great to have different types of trees because different types of trees are everywhere. All right, and then we can say that our neighborhood is close to the city. Let's put in some telephone poles. I think that would be a great add-on to our neighborhood. So let's start with the first telephone pole. I'm gonna put one actually back here. So I'm gonna make this very tall. So about as tall as our house. Let's start up here, and I'm just gonna come down, and I'm gonna make sure it sits behind everything. So if you have some trees in the way or your house, just go ahead and keep those lines behind. And I'm gonna do my telephone pole here. So just a nice thick, tall rectangle shape. And then I am gonna do two more. So I'm gonna do one in between these two here. So let's do one going in between our houses, right behind our trees. And then I'll do one more on the right side of our tree here. All right, and then to finish off our telephone poles, we want to just do simple lines going to the bottom and the top. So this is going to be one line going this way, and then same one right underneath that. So this is what's going to hold on to our telephone wires. And then let's go ahead and repeat that on our other poles. All right, and the last little touch you can add, which I always like to do, is just these little half circle shapes on the edges of our horizontal lines. And this could be indicating that where our telephone wires are connecting to give us power into our homes and our houses, apartments, into the city. This would be really fun to draw. And my favorite part are the wires. And so they're just big curve shapes. And don't be afraid to do a pencil line going, right next to your house. So that's totally fine. You can keep it very light. I'm gonna start with the one that's closest to me. And we can just go ahead and just put a line from here to here, a nice little U shape. And then I'll do another one from here to here. And then I'll just do a couple more like running off the page, like it's continuing on. And then I will do one here. Now I know I have my houses behind me. You can do it right in front if you'd like. Let's go ahead and do that just to make it easy on ourselves. We can do our lines going right in front. And then let's do the next one like this. And it doesn't need to be perfect. Just try to get it the best you can. And then the last two, I'm just gonna have running off the page. Now we have our telephone poles, we have our houses, our trees. This is great. And then before we wrap it up, let's add in a quick sidewalk and some pathways. So I'm gonna draw a pathway from our doors. So I'm gonna have a line coming out this way and one coming this way. That way when we color, we can really add some grass here. And then let's do one a little different. Let's do one with like a curved pathway. So maybe we go out to the left and then back to the right and back again. So again, to the left, to the right, and back again. It almost looks like two S shapes. So that might be easier for you to draw. One S and then another S. And then this one, I'll just do the same thing, kind of going straight out like that. And then now I'm just going to connect our lines together. So from here to here, we have one patch of grass. This one we can just kind of run off the page. And then we have our lines here to here. We have another patch of grass. And then again, I'm going to just take my line and move it off the page. And then we have another patch of grass. This is great. And then let's add in a sidewalk. So we're just going to add a straight line or line just going left to right or right to left. Doesn't need to be anything too hard. And so now for the street, now the street can divide a road. So I always like drawing those spacers in between the street. That way we can see that we have 2 lanes in the road as the cars go by. So you can go ahead and add those right down the middle, all the way down your page. All right, and then the last thing I want to add, since we have our sky back there, let's add some clouds. I think this would be a fun neighborhood to have some clouds in. So we have a lot of block shapes here, so the clouds would be a nice touch since those are very round. So you can add in any clouds shapes you like. I always just do clouds with a line at the bottom, and then I do nice little curve shapes at the top. But again, these are your clouds. This is your neighborhood. You can do the clouds any way you like. All right, guys, we did it. We finished drawing our neighborhood, and this thing was a lot of fun to go through. So we got 3 houses here. This even could be an apartment complex. This is totally up to you. And we have so much more we can add to this. So before we even color, you guys can add more trees, bushes if you like. You can add some texture to your roofs. If you're feeling really inspired, you can even put in a car or maybe something on the lawn. I think this would be a lot of fun to draw. And we are just gonna fast forward this part. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna clean up some of the edges and add some cool little things, and then I'm gonna get ready to color, and I can't wait to show you guys that at the very end. Yes, you guys, we did it. We finished drawing our neighborhood, and it came out super cool. I especially love coloring our neighborhood. It really brings the whole thing to life. The nice green grass and then some really cool colors for the houses. And I really liked our little window and door that's open just to show that maybe somebody's home. I hope you had a lot of fun with your neighborhood and you really enjoyed coloring it as well. And I can't wait to do our next one when we do a city landscape. Now remember, you guys can always pause the video at any time. You can match them the same color that I did with my markers, or you guys can color it with whatever you have any way you want. Just remember to have fun.
Well, that's the end of our video. Thank you guys always for watching. I had so much fun drawing our neighborhood today, and looking forward to doing a city landscape soon. So keep an eye out for that one. Well, hope you have a great one. Keep drawing, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.